Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Robot Wars Robot Arena 2 Tag Team Championship Tournament. Today we're looking at the second round of the losers bracket, which contains 6 fights, which means we'll get it all done in this episode, just like we did with the winners bracket last week. So without any further ado, let's move into our first fight of the day. And up first from the random draw we have Team Tilly, Tilly U3 and Dizzy Evo, and their opponents? Team Leftovers, Iron Ore 6 and the Featherweight Shiny, a flipper and spinner on both teams. Let's get this one underway.
It's gonna be a rough ride. Get ready, Roboteers. Let's see if you're ready for a real fight.
Thank you, Jonathan, for our introduction as always. So as I said, this one should be slightly even, I think. It's a heavyweight flipper against a featherweight spinner on both teams. Ooh! An advantage to Leftovers from the start as they managed to flip Tilly straight out, although I believe Iron Ore 6 has been eliminated. Caught against the back wall in the back wall glitch, so both heavyweights gone at the same time. Two featherweights stuck nose to nose. The pit is open if Shiny can push Dizzy Evo back far enough, he can I suppose turn him into the pit. I said this would be equal, I didn't think it would be quite this equal. Two bots separate and come back together again. You've got to think that gives the advantage to Shiny. I believe the beta bar on that robot is slightly bigger than the drum spinner on Dizzy. Again, the pushing. If they can just push back far enough, I believe at this angle they will end up in the pit. But Dizzy with a little bit of a pushback there. The occasional bump going towards them. Oh, a huge push. They're right on the edge of the pit. If they can just get this push forwards, they will push them in. Shiny does appear to have the better drive. Oh, Dizzy's lost a drum. The drum has come off. 1 minute 50 left, and they're right on the edge, and that's it, they're in. Team Leftovers are going through, and Team Tilly are going home. Let's move on to the next fight of the day. And for our second fight, Team US Stars, Salad and Spanky have been drawn against Team Terraphonics, the Crusher of TX109 and the Ramming Wedge of Hysteria. Let's start the fight.
3, 2, 1.
And I believe I'm going to have to give an advantage to the US Stars, I think, in this one. Although the Arena Flipper could make a difference, as the huge drum spinner is just going to tear apart the crushing arm. And the Ramming Wedge really isn't particularly effective. As I say that, nope, there we go. Part of TX109. The entire arm of TX109 has come off. It's now 2 wedges against a spinner and a gripper. Hysteria flipped upside down. Really quite ineffective, but at this point, Salad Tosser has actually taken a fair bit of damage. That looks like, I think, part of the drum has come off. And he is taking quite a lot of damage. He's getting caught from somewhere. There must be something sharp still sticking out of TX109. Or Salad Tosser has tossed around its own internals as much to do a lot of damage. Another critical hit to Salad Tosser. I'm not sure where this is coming from. Salad Tosser is destroyed, although TX109 does appear to be stuck underneath him, trying to push the carcass out of the way. Still bouncing off the slowing down drum spinner. TX109 is free, but it is just 2 wedges now. Team Terraphonics are just 2 wedges against there's the gripper of Spanky coming onto the screen. The pit is now open. Can they push him into the pit? It really appears to be the only way they're going to win this. The wedges now coming together, just nudge Spanky along. There we go, towards the pit. Hysteria is on the edge, needs to get out of there. And they push back against the wall. Spanky just being rammed around now. There's a lot of teamwork going on here between 2 wedges to keep the wheels caught up off the ground. Spanky in trouble in the corner. Now it's stuck by the 2 wedges. The Crusher, of course, flying off TX109 fairly early on. Although Salad Tosser, I'm still not sure how they managed to get immobilized. I think behind their drum you can see something else, a little bit of grey sticking up. I believe that is a part of the drum that is broken off, got caught, and then damaged the internals by shaking them around. We have only 41 seconds left on the clock. If this goes to a judge's decision, it may be, well, I'm not sure how hard to call it would be. Let's take a review of the fight from what we've seen so far, as the robots hopefully make their way back onto our screen. 30 seconds to go. Spanky near the edge of the pit there. We've had Salatosser eliminated by internal damage to itself. We've had damage with the arm ripped off of TX-109. That's the only real damage we've had. Aggression, I mean, the two wedges are still ramming. Then again, as I say that, it won't go to a judges. That's the pit. Forget what I was saying with trying to decide a winner by the judges. Team Terraphonics have won. TX-109 sacrificing himself to throw Spanky in the pit before the end of the fight. And up next in our third fight of the day, Team Immersion Robotics, the Flipper of M2 and the Wedge of Amnesia are facing off against Team Hypnodisc. Let's head down to the arena. And we are underway. The two spinners going to be the heavy hitters of damage. Then again, 360 might not actually make it long enough to do some damage, being thrown high into the air by M2. The Wedge of Amnesia, I think low enough to be able to get partially underneath Hypnodisc. He has stopped the disc spinning. 360 has been thrown straight out. Hypnodisc now in trouble. Also Amnesia in trouble. Amnesia's thrown out by his teammate. That's miscommunication. Now can M2 just bouncing away every time he tries to get under Hypnodisc. Floor Flipper's going to fire. There it does. M2 caught on his side. He struggled from this position last time out. Hypnodisc going to keep ramming him. May dominate the fight from here on out if M2 can't get back on their wheels. And they have. But once again, they're caught on the arena flipper. They don't want to be there again. They've managed to get under Hypnodisc and turn him upside down. This could be the turning point in the fight. Flipper of M2 now being used as a grabber to try and keep Hypnodisc under control. Getting underneath and flipping them. Ooh! Off the arena wall, they've managed to stay in. Once again, M2 seems to have mastered getting underneath Hypnodisc, although can't quite toss him out of the arena. And he is gone! Off screen, he's been tipped up and over. The only surviving robot, M2, meaning Team Immersion Robotics go through, and sadly, the two spinners of Hypnodisc and 360 are out. And we are over halfway through. We're now on to fight 4 of 6, and Team Shock, Manta UK and Inertia XL have been drawn to face Team VHS, Hades and Decimator. Let's head down to the arena. Once again, somewhat similar teams, 2 heavyweight flippers and 2 featherweight spinners. The 2 Team Shock robots actually coming together for a second there. Oh, very nearly. Team Shock robots eliminating one another, and Manta has been thrown out. Although Hades is facing some difficulty here, appears to be stuck. Hades has got stuck on his back, I think just weighted just wrong or something. Needs to be nudged into by someone. And he's managed it. He's back on his wheels. Nudged into by Inertia. Inertia has lost the spinning blade somewhere. Both featherweights have now lost the spinning blade. Decimator actually losing his on the wedge of his teammate. A huge throw. That's got to eliminate Inertia. And it does. A very quick fight there. Team Shock coming together at the start, having a miscommunication of sorts, cost Manta his fight, and then Inertia stood no chance against the powerful Flipper of Hades. Let's move on to the next fight. Fight 5 of the day has seen Team Scotsman, Raging Scotsman and Snappy Senior drawn against Team Hell, Noisy Cricket and Satanix. Let's get this one underway. And this fight begins. I'm rather interested to see how Raging Scotsman actually deals with Noisy Cricket, whether they just try to ram straight under the front of the wedge, or whether they'll try and go around to the side. Right now they're just sitting still with the featherweight on top of them. The count forces them to separate, and here we go, here we see Scotsman's attempt. Just going to try and ram under the front, no, under the side. Manages to get it, the flamethrower is going. Noisy Cricket actually eliminated there. The back wall glitch strikes again. We really do need to find another arena for the next tournament we do. Now it's up to Raging Scotsman to get in underneath Satanix, and I believe he has, although I think he's under both featherweights. They've both taken damage. His new Snappy Senior is definitely smoking. Satanix actually has the advantage here. Just up and out of the way, unable to be hit by that flamethrower. Manages to break free, driving off of Raging Scotsman, who really needs to get out of there or nearly immobilized by that count. If the pit was open then, this would be over. Satanix now caught in the flamethrower. Nothing much they can do now, just stuck. Are they able to tip themselves free? I believe they are. They really need to back up out of there, but they're not doing it yet. It's being pushed around by the Team Scotsman bots. Right up on the edge of the wall. Another lift, just holding them there. The flamethrower actually missing at this point, not scoring any points with the in-game judges, meaning it's not doing any damage. I believe they're going to sit here and let this count out, saying it's going to be counted out, being pinned to a count out, and it is. Team Scotsman breaks through in a rather cheeky way to win. Not very sportsmanlike, but it counts as a win, so Team Scotsman are going through. And moving into our final fight of the episode and the final of round 2, we have Team Toon, Robot Wars competitors TR2 and Tiny Toon facing off against the most deadly spinners in the game, Team Hardcore Robotics, Last Rites and Suitcase Nuke. This is a Robot Wars versus BattleBots fight, so for the final time today, let's head down to the arena. This is a fight I'm very interested to see. The panel flipper, the rear hinge panel flipper of TR2, able to get under Suitcase Nuke easily, and throw him up and out. Now they need to focus on Last Rites. Tiny Toon sent flying. Now Last Rites having the gyroscopic trouble again. TR2 really needs to get under them and just be able to throw them towards a wall. This is a fight I'm really hoping, personally, goes to Team Toon. That's my UK over US favouring there. But again, this is all played by the AI. I have no impact on the game itself, and that is it. It is, there we go. Last Rites finally counted as a mobile, and a quick fight at that. Team Toon winning in rather unlikely fashion. I was expecting the Hardcore Robotics team to last longer than that, but that's the win. Team Toon go through. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. All 6 fights of round 2 of the losers bracket. And the teams progressing through are Team Leftovers, Team Terraphonics, Team Immersion Robotics, Team VHS, Team Scotsman and Team Toon. So, meaning that if we take a look at the table, the winners bracket on your left, the losers bracket on your right, we can see that we are down to the final 12 robots. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.